What is going on, Taurus? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be our general reading for the mid-month check-in of July. We're hopping into your cards, seeing what clarity we can bring you guys, what messages can come through your spread. Hopefully you guys are doing good out there, having a good day or night whenever you're listening to this. It's been a couple of days. It's been maybe a week since I talked to Taurus, so I missed you guys. I wanted to come back out for a reading, all right? So let me show you how your cards are going to look. As always, we're stepping into your general energy, your present energy first. This is also your main storyline that we're going to be covering here if you guys want to get a good glimpse of that energy. After that, we will be moving over here to your futuristic energy on the left side, and this will also be covering your supporting details. All right, so those are going to be those cards for you. And then we're wrapping it up in the end with a fairy card, and you guys got the King of Autumn for your fairy card right over here. All right, so looking pretty good, Taurus. If you are brand new to the channel and you guys don't follow me already on IG, you can follow me at chrisanthony14lbs, chrisanthony14pounds. If you're looking to book a personal reading with me, you can book that in the description of the video. It'll have all the details about how to book. All right, let's hop in, Taurus. So, crowning your reading, right? We have the Page of Pentacles with the Empress card and the Death card. So, I'm really picking up that for some of you Tauruses, it's almost like there is some sort of new offer that could be coming your way, and this could be pertaining to a job or career. This also could be, just some new financial opportunity for you to make more money, or for you to make money in a different way than you have been making money, because this seems pretty new. But it's also possibly something that you have been wanting to manifest for a while. So it's almost like in the second half of July, you're getting an opportunity that maybe you've been waiting to grow, or maybe you see something starting to really catch traction, right? After a time of it being, kind of unfruitful, right? Not bearing any fruits. So with the Page of Pentacles, this seems like a new opportunity of growth is coming in. It's a lot of different scenarios that I see here. For other people, this could just be a humble beginning where you're starting off something new. It's maybe not bringing in a lot of money, especially if this is something like a creative project or your own business. You're stepping into entrepreneurship. And at the beginning phase, it's not seeing a lot of money, but this is something that will grow into something that is a lot more larger, that brings in a lot more money. All right. Now, you guys come right here with the Empress energy, which is definitely that Taurus bull gang energy, right? And I feel like this is really speaking to where you guys are at and where I feel Taurus has been for a while. This is very powerful position of knowing who you are, knowing where you stand, knowing where you want to go, right? And you're in the space of attracting things into your world as opposed to, running around everywhere trying to get everything and possibly being needy and wanting to have this but not being able to get it. It's like the Empress knows how to get what she wants, right? She attracts it. She has this magnetic type of energy to her, right? Magnetic personality. She is a leader, right? Of men and women. So she has these social skills that she can put out, right? And in order to nurture connections, in order to nurture her projects, her ambitions, her goals, she's able to call in the things that are needed. So this is the card of self-sufficiency and self-reliance also. Somebody that's very resourceful. And so a lot of Tauruses could be stepping into this place where you're becoming very resourceful. You're creating new opportunities for yourself. Um, it's almost like you're becoming very fertile at this moment in time in the second half of July. And this could be due to some very deep transformations that you guys have been going through for a while, Taurus, with the Death card. This could also represent an end to something, an end to a certain cycle where you are not stepping up to the plate as the Empress, right? Where you were not creating new opportunities for yourself, where maybe you were not seeing any growth. This could be an end to a a cycle where there was no fertile energy around you. There was no attractiveness. There was no magnetizing to your environment, right? But you guys have been doing the work, Taurus. I feel like the universe has been working with you and bringing you through these channels of consciousness so that you can awaken more and more to yourself. And so there has been a transformation here, right? That has brought you to a more powerful position in life in general. All right. And in July, something here is coming into the tangible world to let you know that, yes, you're on the right path. Yes, you're doing the right thing. You're in the right position. You know, this Page of Pentacles is the thing that's being offered here, or something is growing, like I said, that's almost like a reminder of the path that you're on to let you know that, yeah, you're going in the right direction. All right. So moving right along, we have the Four of Pentacles here with the Ace of Wands and the Star card. Good combination of cards. Four of Pentacles is something that you guys could be wanting to hold on to. And this could be something that you possibly feel very stubborn about holding on to. And to be honest, with it being matched with the Ace of Wands and the Star card, I feel like this is something that you're supposed to be holding on to, no matter what anybody says, right? There's a certain level of stubbornness that Taurus is really taking on the second half of July. And Taurus can be stubborn either way, right? That's the bull in you guys. But this is pertaining to something that maybe is a goal for you, something you feel very passionate about, something that you want to start investing in, or you are investing in, um, something that you're wanting to master with the Ace of Wands. But it is something that maybe you feel you're very gifted at, and it's, you know, it's part of your makeup, it's part of your purpose, it's part of your calling. With the Star card here, it's part of your gifts. And you don't want to let this go, no matter what's happening around you, no matter what's falling away, what's transforming in your life, who's coming in, who's going out, where you're moving to. This is the thing that stays constant in your world. This is the thing that you stay holding on to. It's like a piece of you that makes up so much of who you are with this Four of Pentacle energy. So for some of you guys, this could just be a gift that you have, right? That maybe you discovered. Maybe you've been drawn to it for a while, and you're becoming more and more passionate about it with the Ace of Wands. You're wanting to start making actions on it, or taking actions um, with it, because this is something that you're called to do with the Star card. This is something that you were made to receive recognition for. It's also a way for you to shed your light with the collective, right? To shine your light to the world, right? And so I feel like you guys are supposed to be holding on to this thing with the Four of Pentacles and mastering this thing, because the Four of Pentacles can also talk about a space of mastery and stability, where you become very stable and secure in something that you have been building for a while. For other meanings of the Four of Pentacles, sometimes it could be talking about something that you're holding on too tightly to, and you're needing to let go of, and you know, you're needing to let go of the control of. And for some of you guys, there could be some aspects of this that's happening with you, but for the most part, I'm feeling like this thing that you're being very stubborn about is something that you are supposed to be fighting for, and you're supposed to be holding on to, you know, because it's connected to you in a very deep way. Whenever I see the Ace of Wands and the Star card, major arcana energy, the stars have aligned for you to, you know, continue to hold on to this, whatever this is for you, whatever it represents. Um, but I really feel like for a lot of you guys, it's some sort of skill that you have, or gift, or something that you do organically or very naturally. You were born with this, you know, and you keep trying to find ways to implement it into your world with the Ace of Wands, right? It's like you're wanting to see this grow. And this is something that you won't give up on until you achieve this certain level of success with it, with the Star card, until you achieve this level of recognition. And I think that's good. This is something that you're supposed to keep pushing for, is what I feel. All right, so moving over here, we have the Ace of Swords with the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So A lot of aces are coming out for you guys. You already have all three of the aces. And I got to see if you have the last one, which I don't see yet in your reading. But Ace of Swords energy with the Ace of Pentacles. So, yeah, there's a lot of clarity that's coming in here about your path, about your calling, about your gifts, Taurus, about the direction that you're going to be heading in. It's like illumination is hitting you in the second half of July. The lights are coming on. Consciousness is coming in. Somebody is waking up out of their slumber, out of their sleep, and realizing the path that they're supposed to travel. Ace of Pentacles is letting me know that this is a blessed path. This is something that you're going to make money in, Taurus. If you are the person that has been trying to discover what exactly your path is and what are the specifics to it, and what am I supposed to be doing, and how am I supposed to be using my gifts and talents, right? It's like it's becoming more clear and clear to you in July. But I feel for a lot of you guys, it's just something that's growing because you have stubbornly been holding on to something that you've already known about yourself, right? And maybe you haven't taken or made any major strides in this area yet. Maybe some of you guys have, but it's like you're being pretty much made to know that this thing that you're thinking about, that you're not letting go of, that you're wanting to invest your time in and to build, is something that you're supposed to do. Like, you're right on the money. You're in alignment when it comes down to your purpose in life, right? And the quicker that you guys start to take action on this, and the quicker you start to invest in it, is it's bringing you money with the Ace of Pentacles, right? It's bringing you out of this space of having to wait for financial stability, with the Seven of Pentacles being here, right? Because this represents some seeds that have been planted with the Seven of Pentacles, and you guys have been waiting for this thing to grow. Like I said, you've been waiting for some tangible evidence that this is what you're supposed to be doing. And it's coming through in July, right? It's like, it's no other way around it. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Page of Pentacles is here, showing the growth that comes in after a time of things being barren, right? Things being a little cold. But you guys, as the Empress, you kept digging away. You kept planting the seeds. You kept watering it. You kept making sure that it was getting sunlight. You continued because you knew exactly what was to happen, right? You knew the transformation that was going to be taking place in this area of your life, right? And so, like I was saying, this was good that you stayed stubborn about this, that you held on to this, because I feel in the second half of July, and maybe definitely moving into Leo season, like you're definitely going to start to see some things unfold for you, and you're getting more clear on this because of the tangible evidence that's coming from out of this work that you're doing, or this thing that you're investing in, or that you have been wanting to grow. It's like you're seeing evidence of it, so you can kind of rest at ease, and really start to see, like, okay, I've been doing the right thing. I've been going in the right direction. This is what I was supposed to do. This is what I was supposed to be committed to. This is my calling. Like, I can see this is what I'm supposed to do, right? Something here is being given to you, I feel, by the universe, to let you know that all of your waiting and your struggle with this, and how you've been being stubborn about achieving this goal, hasn't been in vain. All right. So let's keep it moving, Taurus. Coming down here, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Justice card and the Ace of Wands, right? So once again, everything is a reiteration, right? You guys are working hard at something. Like, you're hard at work, you're focused, you're putting your time and energy into this. You're putting a lot of effort into building something. For some of you guys, this is your job. This may be your career. This may be a relationship. It may just be yourself that you've been hammering away at, and making sure that you shape up and get better, and develop, right? So with the Justice card, it's like you're being paid for your labor here in some sort of way. You're getting some payback. You're getting some sort of karmic reward here with the Justice card. Whatever has seemed out of balance, like you've been giving into it, working, investing, sowing the seeds, but not seeing any fruit. Something is about to change here. The pendulum is about to swing in a different direction with the Justice card. And I feel that it's bringing you some equal give and take. It's bringing you back what you have been planning and sowing seeds for. It took a little time to get here. Definitely with the Seven of Pentacles, you have been waiting and having to be very patient and having to be very stubborn about your vision and the goals that you want to achieve in this life. But now your hard work is starting to pay off, okay? Because not only do we have the Justice card, but we also have the Page or the Ace of Wands, which is this burst of new energy coming in. And not only do you have the Ace of Wands once, but it's twice here. This one takes on a different form, though. I feel like this second Ace of Wands is this second boost of energy. It's almost like you're getting your second win, because this is the picture that I'm seeing. It's almost like somebody that has been running around a track for a long time already, right? And let's say you're running a mile and you've already did the 3 laps. You're on the 4th and final lap of the mile, right? But, maybe you haven't been, how can I put this? What example can I use? It's almost like you haven't been seeing the growth of the momentum, right? That you've been kind of moving in. So with that runner example, it's almost like you've been running, but it's been like you've been running in vain. It feels like you haven't been developing any muscles. Your breath hasn't been getting any better. You're not getting any faster. You're not losing any weight. It's like you feel like you've been running in vain. But something is happening in July to kind of come in and let you see some of your efforts. It's like the person that finally looks in the mirror after working out for so long and starting to actually see changes in their body. And you're like, oh, wait a minute. Like, I didn't see that last week. I didn't know that I was losing weight in that area. I didn't know that I was gaining muscle. I didn't know that, I was starting to change my form. Have I not been paying attention? Like, what's been happening? This is what I feel is coming your way, Taurus. And once you see that, it's going to give you even that much more motivation. It's going to inspire you that much more to start working even harder on your goals and the things that you want for your life, because you're starting to see some payback of all of these seeds that you've been planting, all of this work that you've been putting into yourself or your project or your business or your job or your career or your relationship or whatever this is, because it's a general reading. But something is opening up for you here, and it's giving you that second win that you need in order to continue, right, to hammer away at your goals. So very good energy I'm picking up for you, Taurus. Moving right along, we have the Ace of Wands here with the High Priestess and the Mother of Wands. So Ace of Wands is in your reading 3 times, Taurus. This is a month of action, okay? This is a month to keep hammering it away, keep pushing, keep moving, create some momentum in your world, right? This is this area that's surrounding you right now. And I mean, it all makes sense because we're no longer dealing with that Mercury retrograde energy. Now Mercury is direct, so it feels like everything is moving full speed ahead as opposed to moving backwards. And so you're feeling the push from the universe. You're feeling this drive coming behind you, right? And you're starting to push yourself. And your intuition is also telling you that this is a time that you should strike. This is a time for you to move full speed ahead. This is a time for you to keep moving, Taurus, right? Your intuition is also telling you to keep pushing, keep moving. So if you're in a space where you haven't really been taking action on things, if you haven't been doing any work and you've just kind of been laying around resting up, I get it. We all have that. But second half of July, it's like your intuition is letting you know you can't lay around. Like, you have to get up. You have to get going. You have to get moving. It's time for you to strike, right? the growth is coming in. The tangible evidence is coming in. You're seeing everything start to develop. This is not a time to rest on your laurels, right? To lay back. It's time to take some massive action like this Mother of Wands is ready to do. Why? Because she has these children about to hatch, right? She has these fruits of her labor about to open up and be seen. So she's on guard. And for some of you guys, this is the same energy that you're in. It's like something is about to come. You're giving birth to something, right? You're getting closer and closer to this, and it needs to be protected. And the way that it needs to be protected is that you have to continue to do what you have been doing. This is why you have the Ace of Wands here 3 times. And if you haven't been doing anything, you need to do something, Taurus, because this is nothing but action energy that's surrounding you, right? And it has everything to do with your life's work, your calling, what you feel drawn to do, what your soul feels drawn to do, what brings you happiness, what makes you feel bliss, what makes you feel like you're giving back to the world in some sort of way. It's getting louder and louder and louder and louder, right? Because you're giving birth to it and your intuition is letting you know. So if you have that alarm clock going off in the back of your mind, right? If your intuition is just ringing, your spider senses are tingling, it's because you're getting very close to something here. You're getting close to a breakthrough, Taurus, where you're coming out of this energy of things moving very, very slow, held up, being blocked, delay. You're now moving into a space where things are opening up for you and starting to flow and getting traction, and growth is coming in, and things you're dealing with are fertile. And this is when you start to get into the Midas touch, where everything you touch turns gold, right? It's like it's on the way. So yeah, that's your present energy. 1 second, Taurus. Let me I need to plug you in because I think the camera is about to die, and I would rather not pause and then charge because I want this message to keep going. So let's plug in. I think we're good. All right, so we're moving over to your futuristic energy here on the left side, and we're going to get these details going for you. Sorry if you hear that in the camera. So futuristic energy, we have the Six of Swords, we have the Hangman right below that, we have the Page of Wands, and then we have the Queen of Wands. So Queen of Wands pops out twice. And I feel like it has everything to do with you, Taurus. This is the energy that you're taking on in the second half of July. Very fiery, very passionate, but also very strategic, very attractive, very magnetic, right? You're working smart and not hard. You're attracting things as opposed to going out to get everything, right? So this is the feminine quality of the fire. You're passionate about it, but you're also in a place where you know you can attract these things in, right? So, Six of Swords energy is here with the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands. I like this energy because this is movement. You're moving from out of the things that have been going very slow for you, moving from out of these waters that have been choppy, a little bit of turmoil, stress, burdens, right? And the Knight of Wands is the representation of how quickly you're moving, right? One of the fastest moving knights is the Knight of Wands, right? Um, Moves very passionately into the next chapter of life. And so you're doing that, and you're also escaping, right? This darkness here, these burdens with the Six of Wands. You're elevating yourself. You're being promoted spiritually, right? You're graduating one class into the next, one level into the next. And I like this because this is what the transformation has been about, Taurus. This is what you guys have been working on yourself for all this time, to bring speed and momentum into your world, to bring the growth in, right? And it's a lot of passion that I'm just feeling for you guys on the table for the second half of July. So it's like, do your thing, Taurus. Do you. All right, keeping it moving. Over here we have the Hangman with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Swords. So somebody here has been stuck, especially when it comes down to something emotional here, because the Seven of Cups represents emotional confusion, or possibly having too many options when it comes down to your emotional or your emotions, right? This could have to do with love options, you not being able to choose between the options that you have, or not knowing what you should choose or what you want. This is a little bit of emotional confusion. And so while you have been emotionally confused, you've been kind of just holding off on maybe love in general, maybe romantic connections, maybe connections with other people in general, because you've just been in this hangman state, like limbo. Purgatory is what I like to call it, the waiting room, right? Where it's like nothing is happening here. It's just me hanging out while the timing comes into play, while I see things from a clearer point of view, right? While I become more enlightened about this area of, for you, possibly your emotions. But the second half of July is bringing in some sort of peace to that area with the Four of Swords. Like, you're becoming enlightened. You've hanged out here enough, Taurus, is what I feel, right? Where the confusion is starting to fade away, the smoke is clearing, and something is becoming a lot more clear when it comes down to your emotional connections, romantic connections, friendships, family members, social circle. It could be either one of those things or all of those things, but the Four of Swords shows how you're coming into a peaceful state with your emotions, right? It's like your emotions are no longer raging. They're not confusing you anymore. Something has settled. And I think this is mostly because you're thrusting yourself into some form of work, or investing all of your energy into something that you're wanting to build, and it's helping you out in other areas of life. Here is bringing you out of some sort of emotional confusion, right? Because a lot of times when we're not seeing any movement in any area of our life, it affects the other areas, right? Like, let's just say, for instance, if your money hasn't been growing and your career hasn't been moving along, and everything has been stalled out in that area, then of course it's going to affect you emotionally. It's going to bring you this Seven of Cups energy where you don't know what's happening, right? Because there's no movement, right? Things get stale without movement, especially around water. So, because this movement is happening, I feel, in your physical world, you're taking action on your goals and ambitions. It's affecting your emotions, and bringing you to this peaceful state. You're no longer hanging upside down, right? You've been enlightened here about something. So, I like that, Taurus. Coming below that, we have the Page of Wands with the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So this Page of Wands energy, once again, is something new that is coming in, and something that maybe you are moving towards because you have felt a very harsh closeout of a cycle with the Ten of Swords, and you're tired of being left out in the cold, right, with the Five of Pentacles. You're tired of the feeling of feeling like you're alone, or you're lonely, or you don't have any help, or nobody is here for you. You don't have any support system, or life in general is just against you, right? The woe is me card is the Five of Pentacles, the lack mentality, the victim mindset, right? It's like you're wanting to close that totally out with the Ten of Swords and bring an end to it. You're tired of this darkness. You're tired of the cold. You want more sunshine, right? You want more warmth. You want the flowers growing around you, the birds chirping. This is your summer season. And I feel that with all of these changes that are coming in for you, Taurus, it's creating this type of environment, this type of space. You see how these two people are two different like, it's like night and day. In one card, this person doesn't have any clothes on. It's cold outside. It's nighttime. Miserable, right? Type of energy. But in the next card over, this person is clothed in not just in any type of clothes. These are like some stylish type of clothes. They're color coordinated, right? They're outside. The sun is shining. There's fruit everywhere. There's trees and vegetation everywhere. There's things blooming and growing. And there has to be some birds in the background chirping, right? It's like this is what I feel like you guys are coming into more and more. Every time I do another reading for Taurus, you're getting closer and closer into this newer season where things are blooming for you. Things are coming online. Things are being activated. You're growing. Okay? And you're leaving these older, darker cycles behind you. They're becoming a thing of the past. These dark nights of the soul. Okay? And let me fix your card here. What's going on? To sum up the reading, we have the Queen of Wands again, with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So yeah, it's like for some Tauruses out there, there may be something that some sort of communication that is coming your way that possibly this is kind of different because in your last reading, Taurus, which was a very heavy reading, I remember that it was almost like we were talking about some form of communication or somebody getting something off of their chest or somebody expressing something that was hard to express. And this gives me those same type of vibes where it's like this is a touchy, sensitive area that somebody is either receiving information on with the Eight of Wands or you're communicating something that is very close to your heart still in the second half of July. So there still are some communications coming out. There still are some tough conversations to be had here about heartbreak, maybe about betrayal, you know, but some sort of pain is being dealt here and it's coming through the channel of communication. And who else to be, to communicate something other than the Queen of Wands, which is one of the best communicators in the tarot, right? She's all about socializing and connecting with other people. So you're taking on this Queen of Wands energy, even though you guys are a Earth sign, Taurus, but it's this Queen of Wands is popping up in every area of your life. When it comes down to the things you're taking action on for your job, career, money, also things that way more closer to your heart and your emotional world. You're communicating and expressing yourself with that Queen of Wands energy. Very skillful and strategic at expressing herself. So, looking pretty good. Let's go into your fairy card over here, Taurus, and then we'll wrap up your reading if I could get the camera to move. Okay, we have it. So, for the fairy card, you guys got the King of Autumn. It says compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. And I feel like I got this card for Taurus maybe recently. I don't know. I can't remember, but yeah, that makes sense. King of Autumn, compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. Be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. So this is your overall energy that you're coming in with. And like I said, this is time to be assertive or to take action. You have the Ace of Wands 3 times, so it makes sense that the be assertive comes in. Yeah. You have a good momentum that's moving, and things are definitely going your way in the second half of July, Taurus. So hopefully that resonated with you. I'm going to wrap up the reading right there. If it did resonate, you can let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Um, Yeah, and I will see you guys in August. We're in August already. So that'll be the next reading unless I choose to do a round of bonus readings. I love doing the bonuses, Taurus, but sometimes I just can't get around to them if I'm like, you know, overbooked or I have a lot of readings to do. So I'll see if I can do that for you guys. I'll let you know. Until then, stay safe out there. I will see you guys later.